The goal or the objective of this Arts and Science Student Symposium is to give students an opportunity to showcase some of the scholarly activity or artistic activity they've done over the course of the year at the University of Richmond. We have over 180 presentations that involve about 250 students.
What I focus on is a protein which is called malate dehydrogenase, and it is important for metabolic processes. So when you eat your food and it's digested, it helps run the reactions in order to get energy out of that food.
I guess I realized as a student performer that students were not coming to the performances, and that was something I always wondered, and I figured I'd spend my last summer before my senior year trying to figure out why that was and how to fix that.
Where we use the Xbox Connect to see if people's perception of the physical environment around them changes at all by using the motion sensing technology.
Being able to do this research has really allowed me to move my focuses to fashion, which is really what I want to do, and it's an art form that I've always wanted to explore. And within the art major, it's a bit tricky to explore fashion as that, an artistic medium. But being able to do research like this really just gave me such a unique opportunity to really start developing myself and developing an identity as a designer.
Dr. Leopold actually has just had a new daughter, and he said, one of my major concerns is that I'm going to give my child a toy, and she is going to suffer the effects from me not knowing what was in the toy. We're starting, and we'll start with all the toys this summer. We just want to make sure everything's safe.
We got interested in 3D printing technology, and we wanted to see sort of what it would be like to have one in real life, and what kind of implications that might have for fixing objects around the house, having things that are typically mass-produced be personalized to you, and see what that's like.
Having the opportunity to actually do something like this in undergrad was amazing, and I think maybe not my career so much, but throughout my life, I'm definitely going to do so much more hobby electronics, and I think a lot of people don't get this kind of opportunities, and it was really, really good to get this.
I think most people who are outside of Gottwald don't get to see what we do unless you come to biology seminar, and then vice versa. I don't get to see what a lot of the other departments do for the research.
It's great to see what other people are doing, and some of the most engaging conversations I've had have been professors coming up and knowing about dance and having that dialogue, and I'm like, oh, are you a music professor? And they're like, no, I teach chemistry. So I think that exchange that doesn't typically happen outside of the classroom across departments is what makes the symposium so special and so beneficial to our community.
It's the event, I think, that really captures one of the key components of educating students here, which is the ability to have them transcend just being in the classroom and take things they've learned in the classroom and go out and apply them in their own scholarship.
A lot of times, even when doing this research and presenting this, it's intimidating. You're like, these are my thoughts, these are my conclusions, I've done this research, and then you have to explain it to people. It increased my desire to learn more because I know that there are different avenues to take to getting information that I want.
I think it's great for personal exploration, and that you get to find your own voice in terms of what do you want to research and what do you want to look into. It's also just good for the experience if you're going to go to grad school to be able to put on a resume. I've now written 2 undergraduate grants that have allowed me to do this.
I've had the opportunity to go to several conferences. I know when my first summer, which was my freshman year, after my freshman year, I got to go to California and give a talk, it was very rare for a freshman to be presenting, and I was amongst seniors and juniors, so I think it got me started early with doing conferences.
When I found out that I could be doing research, in my mind that always seemed like something for grad students. How I got involved with this was not even my having to really go to a professor. My professor asked me if I would like to get involved with research, which I thought was both really flattering and just amazing. That the faculty here actively wants you to be involved in research. It's not that they just allow you to come into their lab. They want you to be involved and to learn more.
I've been on the board since '76, and have had the pleasure of watching the place grow in every single way. And I think it's fantastic right now. We can all be proud of it.